Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for them. They won themselves the courtesy of the Betting, Gaming and Lottery Commission. And clap them, no man. Yeah, real quick now, we're going to move into our program. And now we're calling to the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, please make this lady feel welcome as she comes at this time. Our next presenter is Miss Alysia Moulton White, Assistant Vice President of the Sagicor Group Marketing. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to clap her as she comes.
Hello. I feel like I could have get an intro song or something. Let me go back. My whole life I've been called brown. Thanks. Anyway, hello everybody. As you heard, my name is Alysia White, Alysia Moulton White, if you please. I'm happily married, so I'm happily taking my husband's name, Mr. Murray. Alysia White. And I am, it's true, happy, married for 11 years. I have 3 children, 3 girls. It's taking trying every day. Who said amen? You have 3 children over here? Oh. Anyway, I am also Assistant Vice President of Group Marketing at Sagicor Group Jamaica and the Cayman Islands. And I am the head of marketing as well. Now, actually, more actually clapping. Today I wanted, first of all, thank you so much for having me. I love the energy in the room, especially when you guys came from lunch and you were filled. Praise God. Say amen for the food. So now we're going to talk, right? I hope. I didn't do handouts, but I hope that you have paper, pens. You have to be prepared to take notes all the time, everywhere you go. When I walk into my boss's office, I have to have a book. Don't you with have to have your copy down book. Head out properly, teaching that in primary or prep school, whichever. Anyway, so as I said, my name is Alysia, and this is me. The week was a little longer that day. I'm a Christian. That's my husband, in whom I'm well pleased. I work at Sagicor. I'm a dancer as well. I'm not so, listen, I lead the dance ministry at my church, okay? So it's not like I can do what. No, I'm not showing emotion. I also love to laugh and I love the color purple. That's a little bit. No, I like the throat, no matter what I say, I go just, yeah. You know, like Junior Gang and Flagman, I feel like I can carry guys everywhere and you just say, Anyway, that's a little bit about me. Who am I? True. Wife, yeah. Mother, yes. Do you know sometimes how people know who you are? Do you know how sometimes people know? How many of you are on social media? No, it's not all. But how many of you, put your hand up if you are. Active, whether you're active or not. Yeah, with Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, whatever. Whatever the new ones are. This is me on social media. You can tell, and this is just my Instagram, you can tell by a snapshot of my Instagram profile the kind of person I am. I don't even want to ask some of you for a snapshot of your Instagram profile or your social media profile. Do you know that everybody who's coming to interview with me for a job, I check their social media? Every single one. You know what works with me? That's CMU. Isn't that CMU? Oh, true. Okay, all right. Anyway, so I'm organized. I love my children, love my friends. I'm organized because every 2 pictures, I'm anal also, so every 2 pictures I find a white quote on the, not white person quote, but like a quote that has white background. And I filter it with a Mayfair filter because I like the color pink and purple. And then every 2 pictures I post something motivational because that's the type of person I am. I like to encourage people. So if you go to my page, you'll see that. And that's what people are looking for in you. Who are you anyway? So I want us to take a quiz, because we're talking about branding, right? Personal branding, but I want us to take a quiz. Oops. These are brands, they're logos of brands globally. And all of these are ranked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Write them down. Facebook, BMW, write it down. Facebook, BMW, Apple, Toyota, Google, Nike, and Pepsi. Write them down in order of which one you think is the number 1, number 2. Christopher, I need you to do this. In the order of which ones you think are the number 1 to 7, according to, I'm not tell you according to, I'm going to look and Google it and so. Write them in order of which one you think is the number 1 brand globally, number 2, number 3, just according to the ones that are here. They're not in order in terms of 1, 2, 3, 4, but I think these represent the top 25. And these brands were ranked by a company according to the value that they bring to their organization. So, for example, the strength of the brand, if the brand were to just, if the Apple logo were to just disappear today, for example, or Apple were to just disappear, and the brand was completely compromised, and they couldn't call Apple Apple anymore, what that would mean for the bottom line. Bottom line mean what? The money. What do you think? What's number 1? Apple has been number 1 for years. What do you think is number 2? Google is number 2. And then it's Toyota. How many of you had BMW? So Toyota is ahead of, which one is the next one? What do you think is the other one? And in the corner, in the right beside it, is where it actually ranks. According to the 2019 study, interbrand.com. Best global brands. What do you think is number 4 on my list? BMW. No, these are, I just picked 7 out of the top 25. Which one do you think is next? Nike? Facebook. How many of you thought Facebook was higher than BMW and Toyota? And what else? You think Pepsi's next? How many Pepsi? Nike? Nike. And Pepsi is number 24 in the top 25. Perception is everything. Perception is everything. You know which brand is higher than Pepsi? Coca-Cola is number 5 on the list. A brand is about setting an expectation and consistently delivering on it. A brand is a promise. What is your name? What's your name? No. Stop telling that. you something? Your name is Grace Kennedy? Wow, that's amazing. Okay, amazing, Grace. So, that's hot. You have a story to tell every time you say what your name is. That's hot. That's hot. So Grace has a brand. Literally. My question to you is, who are you? You know what Pepsi is, you know what Apple is, you know what Google, you can rank them and you can say whatever and who are you? Who are you as a brand? Who are you as a brand? And if you think that you don't have a brand, you're absolutely dead wrong. This is what a brand is. This is who you are. What you do and say, and then how you make people feel together is your brand. Where those two intersect is your brand. If you say and do all of the various, for example, Christians face this all the time. If you say and do all of the things and you know your Bible that way, I don't. You can recite the scriptures, but whenever anybody comes into your presence, they just feel wrong. They just feel worthless. Something is amiss between those two circles. You're a bubbly person, you're always smiling, and when people come into your presence, they feel happy. That's your brand. You're a miserable person who is never smiling, look like them eat bitter lemon for breakfast, and when people come into your presence, they want to run far away. That is your brand. Why should you build your personal brand? Because it opens up the door of opportunities for you. Christopherson Nunez, you'll hear from him later on. He does a lot of work with my company, Sagicor. And that's because he was consistent in his pursuit of business opportunities. And every time I interacted with university college ambassadors, UCA, we rebranded, to UCA, they consistently delivered excellence in collecting data for my organization. I don't have time to play. I lead marketing for one of the biggest brands in Jamaica. Google it. But it's true, I don't have time to play. So I have to use people who are consistently strong, like Christopherson. Is your brand a brand that will open a world of opportunities for you? You have to build it. You have to build it. You don't have to be, I don't know what you want to be later on, or some of us want to be entrepreneurs. Some of us, I don't know if doctor, lawyer, teacher is still the going phrases. Because the world has, not true that, the world has, not true that, the world has opened up completely. There are lawyers who are entrepreneurs right now. There are people who are making things with their hands. They're so skilled and they're rich. Their brand is strong. Now, just take a picture, because I'm going to run out of time. I want you to start to treat you, as in me incorporated. You know who I want to go and sit in their office one day? Those Kardashian girls. I tell you. As a marketer, I want to know what Kris Jenner do at this time. So make our people them who never do nothing yet. Just rich, this one just, Kylie, just inject your lips and start a lipstick line. What? Chloe, lose some weight, start a fitness brand. What are we doing? What are your goals? What's your vision statement? I'll tell you what my company's vision statement is: to be a great company, committed to improving the lives of the people in the communities in which we operate. I don't have time to get into making a vision statement right now, but you should have one for your life. Persona, what's your persona? What's your personality like? What's your name on social media? You cannot name Killadon. I want to work with me. You can't. Because when I send my young people from the Sagicor Foundation to follow you on social media, I don't want Killadan to, Killadan persona. Who do I align myself with? Show me your company. That's right. What do I value? What motivates me? What makes me different? And what am I doing today to get to the end goal? Because you have to have a goal. Forgive me for preaching a little bit, but the Bible says, write the vision and make it plain. Write it down. If you don't write it down, it dies with you. Write the vision, write what you're doing, and also there's power in your pen. When my boss writes me, I start quick. Better than call me on the phone. But when they write it down, it's there forever. Write it down where you want to be in your life, what your brand taking you to, and then put it on your wall. Once only you can determine what you want your life, how you want your life to unfold. Only you. Despite how it may look, only you can do that. Only you can determine how much work you want to put into making your brand strong for yourself and for your future. Now what's next? After you fill that out, because I'm trusting you. Can I trust you? Can I? Yes. After you fill that out, write it down. Once you have your vision, it's time to determine who your target audience is. Now, I remember some years ago, this might be very unpopular in this government situation here that I'm in, praise God, but some years ago, I remember Spice. Do you know her? I like Spice. I like Grace a lot. Grace, Hamilton, and Spice brand, very strong. Don't you know what Spice went to do? She performed in right here and right now? That's true. Gymnastics. Acrobatics, yes sir. Some years ago she was invited to perform for the government of Jamaica at an event. And when you remember that? Yes. And when she called for a song, and the song wouldn't play because they were unsure of what she was going to sing. You remember? You remember Miss Anna? You hear about it? I watched, and I said, and Grace, she was so upset. Sister Spice was very upset. But I think Sister Spice was absolutely correct. When you invite Spice as a brand to come and perform for you, you know exactly what you're getting. If you don't want me, don't invite me. If you don't want a sour friend, don't come in my space. That's not me, I really am nice. What are you selling? No, listen. Ladies, let me just talk to you a minute. You can't sell everything. And expect your brand to be taken, I'm serious, and expect your brand to be taken seriously. Young man, if you want to start your own business, what should you be doing? What should you be doing? Valerie's going to talk to you about that later. I don't even need to get into that. And you also need to look into building a community of people. Right? You need to build a community of people that can help you. You cannot be the only one in your group of friends that have sense. That makes no sense. That makes no sense. Who is going to help you become a better person? That don't make no sense. Then there's a little social media. By the way, this is, hold on, wait, please, don't talk. So, this is, what's name again? Bow Wow. You remember when Bow Wow posted this picture, right? Of himself going on a private jet. And at the same time he posted the picture because people are watching you everywhere. Somebody posted a picture of him in economy on the plane when he posted this to say he's headed to like Los Angeles, whatever. So then became the Bow Wow challenge when this guy is saying, I'm behind this is an example. People were taking all kind of pictures. saying, I'm behind my Mercedes or wherever, just driving along, and he's really in a bus. Because Bobo became the laughing stock. You can't afford for your brand to become no laughing stock. If you're a hard worker, be a hard worker. You can't afford to be lying about who you are. And to not lie, you have to know who you are. Be an ambassador for yourself on social media. Be passionate about stuff. Nothing wrong with that. I love to see people talk about politics. Me now, me not touch it. But I love to see people talk about politics because they're passionate about something. You have to be doing something. Talk about things that you love and are excited about. Be yourself and be genuine. And finally, stand out with your unique personality. Some of us say that we don't have a personality. That's not true. That's not true. By virtue of you saying that, you have a personality. You're a little bit more reserved than most. Don't stop learning here. Don't stop learning here. You have to continue. Even the smartest people on the planet are continuously learning. You're going to hear from one legend when I went to UAE. Mr. Knight, Dr. Knight. Yes, Knight. We called him Knight. I had actually never seen him when I was on campus. I just knew about this Knight, who was one of the brightest people that people ever hear about. I said, how long has he been there? He's just always there. Learning more. And he didn't have to. He just wanted, open your mind. If you're going to build your personal brand, you have to be continuously learning and reading. And get a mentor. Like I said, you cannot be the only person who has sense in your group of friends. Somebody has to be there to pull you up. You see, even like Richard Branson, Bill Gates, all of those people, they have people above them who are, they might not, listen to me carefully, they might not be as rich as Bill Gates and Richard Branson, but they have more sense, or they're brighter. So Richard Branson and Bill Gates said, friend, let me bounce something off you. You have to have those people in your life. And I also want to say to you, don't doubt you. For years, I used to say to myself, I used to look in the mirror and say, you're so ugly. Right? Why would I think something like that? And I'm a cute cat, like, really? You can't talk to me about how cute I am now. But it took a lot of confidence building. Be you. It's your best project today. I used to hate group work. When I was in university, high school, I went to Meadowbrook High School. I was like, Miss really? Hey! Say it again. Oh, what? Oh, finish my point. Oh, like, you saw yourself. That was fun. I'm not telling you. She's like, honey, can you please just stay on track? What were you saying? And my 9-year-old daughter, she said, Mommy, finish! You just stopped in the middle. Sorry, it's a thing. It's my brand. So, many thoughts going around at the same time. But I used to hate group work because I didn't want to sit with somebody and generate ideas, and then I would have to, like if someone did not do the work, I have to do it because I have to get a good grade. Have to get a good grade. But, and those projects are the ones that I soon forget, but the ones that I do by myself, and I'm pouring in myself into it over weeks and weeks and weeks. When I was doing my master's thesis, I poured myself into it. And I felt proud when that book was published. But the best project I've ever done is working on myself. Best project. Be you. because it is the best project. Nobody else can get a PhD in that. Nobody. The world is waiting on you to get your highest level, attain your highest degree in what? Me. You. I thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Mrs. Alysia Moulton White with her presentation. So we're going to run into the next presentation really quick, but I have one giveaway. So the first person, and only one person now, who can come up here and tell me what their brand is based on her presentation. Anybody?
I know what to do.
Yes, right. So anybody, one person, just come up and tell me what their brand is. Okay. All right, so you can just introduce yourself, say which organization you're with, and tell me your brand.
Good afternoon, my name is Brian Asheen Wisdom. I'm from Shortwood Teachers College. And my brand is B1 Win, BAM. It's a B1 Win, Brian Asheen Wisdom, BAM. Yeah. Also, you would say I'm kind of an entrepreneur. Started a Whole Foods project where I use like molasses, Irish marsh, natural products for people that's gone green. Be one with. The tag is be one with nature that nurtures. So that is my brand.
Thank you. So did you all enjoy that presentation? Nice. It was very engaging, talking about brand development and so on.